Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. My father's finishing dinner. We'll talk about our recent adventures in a couple minutes when people get in here. We didn't stream on Sunday because we were at camp until Monday. We didn't know if we were leaving on Sunday or Monday. We ended up leaving on Monday. It was actually raining most of the day Sunday, but we just hung out with our neighbors anyways. So, Harrison Tropicals, Fish Fam Christmas, welcome. Scotty Aquati, Jimmy P, QC, welcome. So, today's the first day of school. And you come inside, it'll be okay. Today was the first day of school. This was my first day of school outfit. And here's my father. This was his average day of work shirt. And I didn't have any homework except for geometry. Geometry gives homework every single day. Every single day, geometry gives out homework. But I just had to get some syllabus signed, which I didn't bring home half of them, so that's okay. Jimmy P. Oh, I think I said hi to Jimmy P. I don't know why I always forget if I say hi to Jimmy P. But only Oscars, welcome. And if you look next to my father, there's no longer a rack there. There's 3 belts hanging up. And the number 6 from my play. So, I was meeting somebody from New York City today. He's coming up, meeting at the library. My mother works at the library, so we were meeting at the library at 4 o'clock. And he was stopping at like Benson's Fish Room and Eddie's first because he wanted to check out Benson's Fish Room. So I had him pick up some bloodworms and blackworms. So I have some. Because right now I've been feeding a lot of dry foods to my Corys. I just made a ton of rapashi last night. And I also have some beef heart and some adult brine shrimp frozen. But I wanted some bloodworms because I really like bloodworms more. And so we're supposed to be meeting at 4. And I get home at 3 from school. So that's cool. But my bus driver, I got a new bus driver and bus monitor. And they don't know anything about the town I live in. So he was like, yell when we get to your stop. Okay. So we get to 3 houses down. I'm like, it's on that corner. Like right after that corner. Didn't hear me. So I said it again. He didn't hear me. And then he stops at the neighbor's. His name's Zach. He goes to school now. He used to go to our school. He transferred to King's School, and now he's coming back. But he wasn't on the bus, so. Yeah. Stopped at their house, stopped at our neighbor's house, and drove right past our house, even though I was like, this is my house. And then we get a little bit down the road, and I could tell he never heard me all the times I was yelling to him. Because he's like, I think we just passed their house. Yeah. So I was 52 minutes late because I had to wait for everybody else to be dropped off before he could figure out where I lived and turn around. So, yeah. So I was 52 minutes late. Got home at 3:52. Supposed to be meeting at 4. I packaged up the Sawasha Ting and the white worms last night. And just today, he told me he wanted some Grindle worms too. So I literally, because he said the ETA was 4:57. I didn't realize that was time of like the day. I thought it was like 4 minutes and 57 seconds for some reason. So I go into the fish room And I grab a Ziploc bag and I take my Grindelworm culture. I literally just stick my hand in there, scoop up a bunch of worms, put them in the bag, and then put some clean ones in there with my hand. But catching the blackfin whales, he wanted 8 blackfin whales. That took the longest because they're really hard to catch in a 55. So, yeah. But I got them. Got all those bagged up. Ran out the door because I thought he was already at the library. Turns out 4:57 meant time. So he wasn't going to be there till about the time my stream started. So I dropped off the box with my mother. She's the only one that works at the library. There's nobody else there. So I dropped off the box with my mother. Then I dropped her off some money for the bloodworms and blackworms. And I don't know if he was there yet. My mother just got here, so I don't know if he's been there yet. Black Cherry SUV. I texted you. It didn't go through though. I texted Olivia too. I don't think she saw it. Only Oscars. I think I said hello. Welcome. Speaking of worms, how are your fish enjoying my white worms? I haven't fed any white worms to my fish actually. That's why I had this dude pick up some bloodworms and blackworms, so I could stop feeding flakes and pellets. I mean, I just made rapashi, and I have a bunch of freeze-dried food too, so I'll be rotating a bunch of foods with all my cories. But yeah, I haven't gotten around to feeding the white worms to fish yet. So they're just chilling in their box. Speaking of, I love my new white worm. I love my new worm rack. What? Why are you laughing?
Because you're a dork.
No, I'm not. It's literally awesome.
Hey, Steven. Monster Fish Gal.
Monster Fish Gal, Steven, Benoxky, Sandy Farrell, welcome. You guys will see it today, hopefully. And it is awesome. It looks so much better in the basement. So, I had a rack, a 4-shelf rack in my room. It had a 20 high, and then there was 2 10s on each rack. So, there were 6 10s and a 20 high. I took all those down. Actually, my father helped me because I wasn't going to get it done. So, my father helped me take them all down, take the rack down and everything. And I moved the bandit cories that were in the 20 high downstairs. So where the rack went, there was a 20 high stand with a 20 high. And there was there was 10 or so black bandit cories in there. And then there was a shrimp tank. Well, an empty tank. And then there were 2 buckets of dirt worms. And then there were 3 buckets of oatmeal worms on the bottom with 1 bucket of isopods. So I took those off. I threw them on top of tanks and stuff. Took the 20 high down, brought it upstairs, and put the rack there. And I was gonna put the 20 high back on the bottom to use for cories. Then I was like, So I was 20 long. We don't have any 20 longs anymore. So my mother got a bunch of tanks. So I was like, all right, there must be 20 long. No, there's only a ton of 20 highs. So no 20 long. I was 15 gallon because we have 20 high lids too, and the 20 high lids fit 15 gallons. I was I don't really need it. It would just be a grow out tank, so it'd probably just stay empty. So now I have the top shelf open and the bottom shelf open, and we're going to the Bill Cole swap this weekend. Maybe. I don't know anymore, but maybe.
We were taking my truck anyway.
Well, yeah, but now you have to spend $170 for the thing.
My truck's still running.
So, we're going to the Bill Cole swap this weekend in Carmel. So, last weekend we were at camp. The weekend before that we were at Carmel. So, Carmel, camp, Keystone Clash. So, yeah, we're alternating. So we're going to Carmel again Saturday. We're leaving at around 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if we're taking the dog. We're going. It's across from the Laura Spain Memorial Cornerstone Park where I did my speech. It's an outdoor convention. I'll have a bunch of live foods, and I'll have some black Venezuelans, shrimp, a bunch of fish. And let me say hi to Window Liquor, Daniel Velez. Welcome. Real quick.
That was not the way to say that. It sounded weird to me, but it's like you called him a window liquor. But
Oh, yeah, I get that
a
now.
window liquor number 5.
And Daniel Velez,
Eric Wyrock.
Eric Wyrock,
Monster Fish Cow.
Alishon.
Allison.
What are the size difference between the small worms again? The oatmeal worms? Like the Walter worms, banana worms, and micro worms? Because Walter worm and banana worms are the smallest of the 3. And the micro worms are a little bit bigger. So like I was saying, it's an outdoor swap. We'll be going. Bill Cole's hosting it, I think. I mean, his contact information's all over the flyer. So we'll be going, bringing some black Venezuelans, some live food, shrimp, a bunch of different fish. And I'll be picking up some more green lasers from Bill Cole, and also some of his Darrow worms. I'm going to be setting up a culture, maybe on my new culture rack.
Seems like a good place to put it.
Yeah. So I was thinking of doing a 10-gallon, but I wasn't sure. Bill Cole has a 10-gallon tank for his Darrow worms, but he just split that into 2, and he set up some more tanks for his catfish and stuff this week. So he doesn't have a whole lot, but I am getting 1 starter culture, but he's not bringing any other ones to sell. So I'm going to set up a culture of those. Did Bree get an honorarium for her Danbury talk? What's an honorarium? Honorarium.
Membership?
Answer? Oh. No? This is mine. Because, we're in my room and he just picked this up. This is mine. I got it from the same place he gets his safety sweatshirts. It's mine. But now I have a Johnson sweatshirt. And a Johnson shirt. Johnson.
I'm Johnson.
Can you ask Bill if he's going to the Jersey Shore?
Yes, she did. So, yes, she did.
I got an honorarium for the Danbury talk?
And it's a big word.
It is. I took a picture of your question, Alishon, so I remember it. Matt, welcome. What?
He was in here before.
Well, I said hi to him. Now.
I'll say hi to him now.
Is anything in that tank behind you? Yes, there is. You can't see them. I don't know how to make you see them. Because I never see them.
They hide a lot.
They're under the log. Pteranodontis ossifera catfish. They're under the log. And under the sponge filters and stuff. But I programmed, actually there's lights inside the tank. But you have to flip them on. So this one, I don't even have to turn it on. I just programmed it on my phone. So the 55's going to come down. I'm going to put a double 40 breeder rack right here. So the green lasers are going to go in one, and either the Equis or the CW28 Super Schwartz are going to go in the other one. Because I have 15 of the Schwartz eye. I only have 8 of the Equis and 6 of the green lasers, but I'm hoping to get another bag this weekend. So I'd have 12.
You took a picture of Alishon's question about Bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
I was just wondering what you took a picture of.
You.
So I didn't have to remember to ask him.
Okay. Yeah. So I emailed Bill Cole a week ago on the weekend, right before the weekend. I emailed him and I was like, Hey, I want to know if you have any green lasers or any con color available, because he brought some con color to the killifish swap, and I really wanted them. But actually, I didn't see him when we were there, but I didn't really look at any of his fish other than the green lasers. But I know on the list it said he was bringing con color, so I was wondering if he had any con color available. And he's only bringing green lasers and maybe a bag of pygmy cores, and he's not bringing any darrow worms. But he's bringing a bag for me, but there's not gonna be any for sale. Honorarium, for example, my club, aside from paying for speaker, travel, hotel expenses, and a dinner, we offer $100 for coming to speak. That's an honorarium.
So yeah, she got that.
I kind of spent it. Only partly.
You should put it in a plaque on your wall. It's your first speech.
The money that I got?
Mhm.
I don't have it anymore. Actually, that's not true. I have half of it. But, I don't remember what I spent the other half on. But I probably invested it into something.
Hey, Depths Unknown.
Jason, welcome.
So Sandy's car's broke. That sucks.
Mr. Manifesto.
She had to walk to work.
She didn't have to. She did, though.
Well, she said the phone didn't work, so she couldn't call me.
I thought she was still home. So I figured when I got home, she would have been like, oh my God, where have you been? But then I got home and I was yelling to her, and she wasn't there. So, cool.
I don't know if any of you guys know Tommy Tanks. He passed away the other day. Cancer. He's been battling with it for a while. But he just passed away on the 4th. You have no idea what I'm talking about anyway.
I was giving a moment of silence because it felt like the right thing to do while I generated an idea. So we had a cornhole competition on Saturday. And then we came back from the cornhole competition after he won. And the prize was all the beers because you had to enter 2 beers. But the entry fee was 2 beers. 2 alcoholic beverages. So there was like 64 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And him and his partner Chuck won. And Chuck quit drinking. And he didn't want any of the beers except for 4 of them. So we took a huge cooler of beer over to our neighbors that were always hanging with.
They'll drink them.
Yeah. So Alex is going to be at the Bill Cole swap this weekend. And I'm going to pick up some fish from him. I haven't decided what yet. Because he's getting some Adolphoi Cories and some Corridor Equis in October. So he won't have them for this show, and he might be vending at the Keystone Clash too, and he won't have them for that. So,
Keith will be there.
Yeah, Keith will be there. We'll get some Nezzy swords from him.
Bill, Fred, and us. Well, someone else going to be there.
There's a bunch of people.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I thought somebody else.
Chris's fishes.
Chris's fish.
So I'll probably end up bringing home a bunch of Cories and an empty wallet. but it's worth it.
I'll probably bring home an empty wallet.
And Nessie swords.
Yes. So I definitely will bring home an empty wallet. I have to pay Keith for his fishies
And I'm literally splitting it with you, so be quiet.
and whatever else he has there.
I would have been spending that money on 12 Corys.
You don't have to. I can keep them. They'll be mine.
Like your African cichlids that are kind of yours. And Eudyschus that are half yours. But
You
they're,
move out, you don't get to take half of them.
huh?
I said if you move out, you don't get to take half of them. I get to keep them.
They'll be gone by the time I move out. They live for like 12 years.
Mm-hmm. So now I gotta figure out what's wrong with your mother's truck after the stream.
But more importantly,
You gotta pick her up from
I'm
work.
gonna come home with some Cory cats from the Bill Cole swap. Chris's fishes is gonna have a variety of them. But okay, so I thought about getting some easier Corys. So obviously I have the Equis and I have the Schwartz Eye and I have the Black Diamonds and the Concolor. Those are harder to breed. I don't know about the Concolor or the Black Diamonds, but I know the Schwartz Eye and the Equis are harder to breed. And then I have the green lasers and the gold lasers and the peppards and the bandits and the Sclermi stacks. And I feel like those are a little bit easier, but not as, I mean the peppards are, but the other ones they're easier, but not as easy to breed. So I thought about getting like a common Cory, like albino, maybe not bronze, but maybe albino or something like that. To breed and like sell to Michelle. She's in Hudson Falls. She has a nice little store she just opened up. Or Benson's Fish Room. Now, the guy that was meeting with my mother, he went to Benson's Fish Room and other stores. I don't know how many stores he went to. But he went to this one fish store and they had black Venezuelans and they were $45 a piece. And he's on the way to pick up 8 black Venezuelans from me, so obviously he didn't get them. But yeah, that's a little pricey.
Yeah.
The store had a bunch of dead fish too, so I mean I definitely wouldn't get any fish from there. Anymore. You gotta spend money to figure out not to get those fish anymore.
Alex was there.
Alex has been here and gone. Very nice gentleman. Perfect.
Nobody ever says stuff like that to me.
Very nice gentleman.
Hey, Jenna.
I would have said a very nice dude or something if I was talking about somebody nice. Jenna P, welcome. So, I was thinking about doing like Daphne or Scuds on my rack too. But I know my father would just be like, why?
I don't care what you do.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but I was going to do some worms the other day. And you were like, but why?
Then it's up to you to come up with a reason why.
Because I can feed my fish with them. A variety. You know, you rotate foods, you can rotate these live foods. Tubifex, Grindles, whiteworms, Daphnia, Scuds.
Yeah.
And the Tubifex worms have to stay cooler, so I can just put them on the bottom of the rack. Is Brienne still most excited about the hotel for the Clash? Yes. You know, that was the little hotel inn that we had for the Danbury thing, that was like fancy. And that wasn't even like a hotel.
That was fancy, but it wasn't even fancy.
It was cool. I was thinking like we could like live in like a house like that.
It's a one room, one closet.
It was
one
one room, one closet, one bathroom, but it smelled like bleach in there. It smelled really nice. There was 2 beds. There was a TV. It was like what is it called? It's like a simple thing. It starts with an M though. Like people who live like simple with only like a cup on the counter.
A minimalist?
Minimalist. Yeah, it was a very, very minimal home. Inn. Hotel. I liked it. And then we got to walk. I didn't even know, like, I had just woken up because I don't know what got into, like, I don't know why my parents wake up so early. But it was like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Maybe 9. Oh no, it was like 7:30. And I had like just woken up and they had like woken up a little while ago. So he turns on the lamp that's right between our beds. Then like everybody's up and moving. I'm like, I just wanted to like fall asleep again.
Nope. I'm up. You're up.
No. It's not how it works. So, whatever. Is he selling from his room, Sandy? I heard that he could not get a vendor table sold out. Ash on this was a different Alex. Monster Aquarium Alex will be at the swap on Saturday.
Down in Carmel.
He'll be at the Clash on Saturday. Who's that? Who's going to be at the Clash on Saturday?
Alex.
Which Alex?
Alex P. Keaton.
The Alex you just met with? Because I know Alex Monster Aquarium was. He was trying to get us a table at the Clash. Oh, so Alex Q is going to the Clash too? It's cool. Or yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of hotel room deals. Especially with sold out tables and more people wanting to go.
We could have sold from our hotel room, but, you know. Well, we won't have the dog, so it's not as bad. I don't know if we're going to have the dog for the Carmel swap. I don't think we should.
If I change his name to Michael J. Fox, you might get it. No, I'm looking forward to the Clash. I'm looking forward to meeting everyone. It'll be a good time.
Guess what? My lawnmower doesn't start when it has been running for a while. Break time, I guess. We haven't used the lawnmower in a while. He has to split some wood for next weekend. And he's been talking about splitting wood for a while. And also doing something to the trailer for a while.
Now I gotta fix this truck before I can work on the trailer.
So we haven't really used the lawnmower. I gotta find some excuse to use it sometime. Maybe move the logs in the front yard so they don't get plowed over.
That'll be fine.
Might as well just move them.
Yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Things got postponed a little bit with the trailer. So hopefully next week it'll be here. It definitely will not be here this week.
Ooh.
I gotta get a couple things done, and now I gotta figure out what's wrong with the truck and fix that.
Just bring it to a mechanic. John Lindblade. He's pretty much a mechanic.
Yep. I gotta get the ABS sensors or find them, change them, and look at the wheel bearing.
Do you still have the kittens? Yes. Yes, we do. They're in the basement right now, in the fish room. Maybe I should go show them. In a little bit. It's too early. We still have a half an hour left.
We say that all the time.
Oh, we might have to end it a few minutes early to go pick my mother up.
Yes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes early?
Probably.
6 minutes. Alright, we'll go with 6 minutes early.
4 minutes.
5.5.
Nope.
So, yeah. So there'll be a double 40 here sometime. Maybe never, but hopefully sometime. There's a lady in Boston Spa that has a double 40. It's a good price. But they don't have any lids, so I have to get some lids. So
Yeah, all.
what the male's going to a lady on Warrensburg Road. The females, we don't know where they're going yet. But the 40 breeder, there's going to be a double 40 breeder rack. And I can't figure out what groups I would want to move because my favorite Corey is the Black Venezuelans, but they're in a 40 breeder. So my other favorite ones are the green lasers, obviously, and the equis because they're pretty. So I'd want to upgrade them to a 40. But I have 15 super Schwartz eyes, so I feel like it's reasonable to move the Schwartz eyes, but I want to keep them where they are. Well, I'd like to move them, but I want my equis and my green lasers to get an upgrade. So what if I moved all 3 of them? I don't think the Schwartz eye are going to breed. We'll have to figure that out. But they're more content. They just kind of sit there. And so I could put them with the green lasers because the green lasers are like really, really active. Or I could put them with the equis because they just kind of sit there. But I don't know. Did those equis breed yet? No. Maybe. I don't know, actually. Because one of the males was chasing around the females last night because it was raining. So, like, the barometric pressure drops. And the fish can sense that. So, I took a bucket of rainwater that we collected. And I did a nice little cool water change in there. And I threw a bunch of food in there. So, I don't know if they bred, actually. I can't confidently say no.
Okay, Paul McCarthy.
But I can't confidently say yes either. Paul McCarthy, welcome.
That's probably what will happen here.
Like
they come here and they don't leave.
Whatever.
It's the Twilight Zone.
I don't want the kittens to leave, but whatever. Our cats are scared of them, so send them.
Eventually they'll have a nice place. The good thing is I know where another one is. So we just keep stacking them.
You just can't get it though. No, that's our barn.
We aren't keeping any of them.
Be quiet. You stop laughing like that.
People crack me up.
That was supposed to be our barn. For all of our storage.
We'll just keep stacking up mobile homes.
You need a storage trailer. And pull it in place of the barn. So we can put everything in it. Stop smiling like that, and then you're just gonna laugh and go, ha 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 ha, and then slap my chair again.
I didn't slap your chair, it's my chair.
But it was my chair because it's taller. I need new chairs. Something that's not so wide. Because although they're nice and roomy, they take up way too much room. So if I was going to cut part of my desk off, I want both the chairs to fit right there. So I need thinner chairs. So you have to keep an eye out. Hey, let me check if I got a message back.
Wow.
What?
That's pretty cool.
What?
learn to read.
What? I had my blue black eye Pseudomagills breed, brackish. I bought them as fry, and in 2 weeks they're wow. That's cool. So I kind of planned everything out where I wanted everything to go. It's on my phone. Hold on. I got a message back from the dude. I haven't read it yet.
Raise Aquatics.
Who? Ray Aquatics. Welcome. Where did I put it? Maybe here. So, if I wanted everything to be in their own tank, so I didn't really want to move the Schwarzei and like the Equies into 140, so I wanted them all in their own tanks. But this is all planned out if I move the Schwarzei in one of the 40s.
This is all planned out if I don't change the plan.
Yes, but I probably will change the plan.
Something that's not planned out.
But I have a plan.
If you already planned for the plan to change.
It's all planned out. I'll just probably tweak a couple things. So the Schwarzei, my CW28 Super Schwarzei, would go into one of the 40 breeders. The CW49 Black Diamonds that are in the tank to the right of them would stay. The gold lasers that are in the tank with the black diamonds right now, they would either go to the Schwarzei tank if I move the Schwarzei. If I don't move the Schwarzei and all 15 stay in the 20 high, which is a lot, but if all 15 stay in the 20 high, then the gold lasers will go to my what is right now a Crevensis tank. There's holding a couple Crevensis.
The top one?
No. To the left of the Panic Cave Flackos.
I don't think there's any quibs there.
There's a big one in there.
Well, one.
Yeah, so it's a Crevensis tank still.
Because it has one Crevensis now?
Yeah.
The top one's for my new fish that I'm getting on Saturday.
What top one?
The ones with the Crevensis in.
Where are you going to move the Crevensis? To the 20 high? You can move them all to the 20 high and have them cycle it for me. Unless you're... If they don't sell, you can put them in the 20 high. Anyways, back to my plan. The CW10 gold lasers would either go to the Schwarzei tank if the Schwarzei move. And if I don't move the Schwarzei and all 15 stay in that tank, then the gold lasers will go into my my Crevensis tank right now. Then the green lasers will go into a 40 because I love them. And I want to get a bigger group of them because I'm pretty sure I will be getting a double 40 rack. And I'll be getting 6 more gold lasers. Anyways. So the green lasers would go into the 40. If anything's going to move, it's the green lasers, definitely. The peppered cores would stay in their tank. They've bred in that tank. They're happy in that tank. They stay in that tank. The Equies would go to a 40. And then...
You'll need more 40s.
No. So the Adolphoi that Alex is getting, my mother has like $180 credit still from like DOA fish and everything. So I was planning on using like half of that. She wants me to use all of it. So I plan on using like half of that for getting more of my groups, especially my CW49 Black Diamonds and my gold lasers. So I want to use like half the credit to get some more fish for the groups. Then I wanted to get 6 Adolphoi. Maybe. I wasn't sure on that one. But he's also getting some Equies, so I could upgrade the Equies group too. But like I said, the Equies, there's 8 of them. But the CW49s, there's 4 of them. And the gold lasers, there's 5 of them. But I'd like to say there's only 4 of them because one of them, I'm not sure it's completely a gold laser. Anyways, and then I'll save an extra tank for next year. It'll probably get filled by then. But I want to save an empty 20 high for next killifish swap for some Bill Cole Corey con color Corys. So that's my plan. It might change. But I thought it was perfect because I saw a listing on Facebook Marketplace that the lady has like this metal rack that has 240s on it. The only downside is it doesn't have lids. It'd be $70 in lids. $70 USD.
Later, Daniel, nevertheless.
Daniel, thanks for coming.
Nano aquarium guy.
My Fish Tanks Aquatics, welcome. The Nano Aquarium guy, hello. So yeah, that's my plan because my two favorite, down from the black Venezuelans, are the Equies and the Green Laces. I really like those two groups. So, yeah.
Living in the middle of nowhere, there's a lot of people that come up here and drop off their dogs. And luckily the dog catcher isn't horrible. And she does take care of most of them and find them homes. That's actually where our dog came from.
Yeah, he was running loose a couple rows down.
But they do. They drop off a lot of cats and dogs, and it's kind of stupid. But you can't stop stupid people, I guess. There's one guy. I think he has an electric fence, but there's one guy who keeps leaving his dog outside.
Oh yeah, I don't like those people.
I think they have an electric fence or a underground invisible fence, which okay, but they have it kind of close to the road because the dog always darts within 2 feet of the road, and people are usually cruising through there. So I'm surprised. That one hasn't got hit. The other one, someone called the authorities on because he kept aggravating him. And they finally came and took his dog away. Which is good because last winter it was freezing on concrete steps. And you could see it just trying to lift its legs to not freeze. He kept scratching at the door and they never let him in.
Didn't you go and yell at the dude?
I said something to him, but then the authorities came and took the dog.
Oh.
So I don't have to see the dog freezing anymore.
Lomenzo's dog came out barking at me when I was walking to work. I'm pretty sure they have an invisible fence too.
Yeah, Lomenzo's dogs, but they don't get, I don't know, they usually get to like the plants they used to have up front. This dog gets right next to the road. And I swear somebody's going to hit it on that corner. Or it's going to startle them and they're going to go across the street into a bank. I just think it's stupid. Again, whatever. I don't care what it is. You made a commitment to take care of it. Take care of it.
I agree. So we have a lot of so I have a notebook now for our fish thing, and I wrote down everything that has to go out. But I've been like going through and checking everybody's weathers, and it's really nice here in New York. Like I like it here, and everybody else, somebody from the auction or somebody we have to ship shrimp to. It's like a steady 113 degrees all week, and I'm like, I can't ship the shrimp.
Is that Patrick?
No, Shane.
Shane.
But
Yeah,
like I can't like So I've been putting off a lot of orders, not because I'm lazy, because I actually shipped out 2 orders Tuesday, because Monday was a holiday. That's because those weathers were like nice. One lady was in New York, Marathon, New York, and her weathers were like 75 to 78 all week, so that was good. And it was just worms, anyways. And then the other lady, I don't know where she went. Georgia. Nope. Somewhere. And she was in the 70s too. And that's how I like to ship. Obviously, when it's like in the wintertime, or not wintertime, but like when it cools off a bunch, then I'll have to use heat packs. I'm trying to like wait until everybody's, well, not everybody's, but your weather is good to where it's coming from. I don't even know what the temperature is outside.
Well,
67 degrees right now.
I was gonna say 60 something here, and yeah, it's 60 some degrees here, and then 113 in Texas,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Because it's Shane, not Paul McCarthy, or Paul Patrick-Hardy. He's in the 90s, I think. But there's other people too that are. One lady upgraded her shipping to UPS overnight because there's only like 2 days a week that would be like good temperature. So I've been watching like everybody's weathers. I have like 10 or so boxes that have to go out. So like I've been borrowing his laptop because so many things to look up. I'll just go on the weather thing and type in the zip code one at a time. And then I like check and see if their weather's all right. George RB3, welcome and thanks for subscribing. I just got the notification. I don't know if you guys heard the little thing, but
Jeremy.
I need to post the link. Can I borrow your phone? I have to go. I got like 4 minutes. So I'll make it quick and then show more next stream because I didn't realize I was talking that much. Last I knew I had 25 minutes. But I guess it's a good thing, so I'm not sitting here all silent. It's better to talk a bunch than not talk at all.
Yeah, a lot of brownouts in California. What is there? Oh, switch internet.
Can you make me big?
Can I make you quieter?
Yeah, you can. Alright. So these are the Black Venezuelans. Obviously, 8 of their friends just went to New York City, guy. They're really nice. So I think there's like 30 still in there. They're hiding under the sponge filter because I was stirring up their tank. But I think there should be about 30. Anywho, this is my rack. I'm really excited about it. There's the kittens. But this is my rack. I'll try and make it quick because I can't really run over today. Can't run over any day, but not today. So, like, I was going to show these, but I don't know. I just stirred them up. So the Grindel worms, you can't really see them, but they're back up on the Get-Kill site, I believe. I think so. Those are the white worms. Obviously, I'm not going to show everything. I'll probably do that next stream. but like these are cultures that I'm bringing to the cool swap. So these are ones that I'm bringing to the Bill Cole swap. They're already set up. Same with, I have this little bucket right now, but same with these vinegar eels. And then these are my regular cultures of the worms. There's our sign, label maker, some flakes. Those are some springtails. Fruit flies. I have a ton of fruit flies. I have multiple cultures. I have 5 cultures. The other one's just some mix. Powder orange isopods. You'll never be able to find the dwarf white, but they're in there. I'll show the other isopods probably next time. But I do have 3 buckets, and I'm getting another one tomorrow, or maybe the day after. But I am getting Prunosis candy mix, as well as 100 more powdered orange. So I'm getting those, and then I'm getting a couple shrimp. Just some. I really like the shrimp, even though I already have red and blue ones. But those should be here this week too. These are the kittens. They have to get fed. They need some food. But that's okay. They'll get some food. Momentarily. There's the Eki. I'll check and make sure that they didn't breed. Nope. No eggs. But they're beautiful. That's why I want them at 40. And those are the green lasers. But I gotta leave because we gotta leave.
Yeah, they're. It looks a lot nicer down there with the rack and food cultures and such. Kind of cleaned up, and we just moved the one tank in the small rack that was down there, so that's a lot better. And then eventually probably not till this winter when I can't do anything outside, the 75 will move over, they'll get stacked, and then the other rack will go up.
Yep. Thank you, George. Yeah. So I really like my new rack. It's inspired me to buy more worms. Well, now I used to have 20 high rack with bandits and then shrimp tank, and then there was like 6 buckets I could fit on there. Then I had some stuffed under the 10-gallon water bridges, which that half's coming down, so I can't stuff them under there. And when it rains a lot, our basement like gets some water in it, so I didn't really want them soaking in water all the time. So all my buckets, and I have a triple 10-gallon rack, and there was like cultures over there, cultures behind the reptile rack, so I just took them all, put them all in one rack, and organized them. So I do have to set up another bucket for grindle worms, white worms, and springtails. And then some Prunosis candy mix isopods. But, yeah. And then I'll do the double 40 rack for the Corys. Probably just the green lasers and the equis if I'm not moving the short side. But I'll show more next time. So we gotta head out and grab my mother. I moved some tanks around today because I know she's going to need room. Where? In the kitchen, right? I saw you move them some in the kitchen. Did you move some in the fish room too?
I didn't move them.
Alright. Well, We're
Yes.
going to end it.
We have to cut it short because we gotta go get her.
Only 4 minutes short. So, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you all on Sunday after the Bill Cole swap.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there Saturday, so we might try and do something.
Yes. I wanted to stream at the Capital District, but it was too noisy in the other killifish. But we can
If we're not cutting anybody off or whatever, we'll try and
stream at the swap.
yeah, we'll try and stream at the swap, and if not, we'll probably try and do some video.
Yep,
But
definitely.
catch us all later. Have a great week. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.